Okay, welcome back to my Let's Play of Gloomhaven on the PC. You know, so the failure last time was pretty aggravating. But, like a phoenix, we rise anew from the ashes of our failures. I redid the scenario. We're right here at the end with the harvester. I made essentially one key difference, I think, right at the start. I used the Beast Tyrant's swap ability, and I swapped the Harrower Infester that starts right here with the Sunkeeper, meaning that these three enemies now are forever trapped here behind this door for eternity, left to just fester. That was a pretty big change. That was pretty awesome, because then both of us, the bear and the Sunkeeper, could come in this way. The two traps here, the Harrower Infester that was here walked right into the trap because it had no other choice, and we could just slowly clear out this room, and that was awesome. This final room, though, is still a bit of a bitch, primarily due to the bear just not being fully controllable and, you know, a lot of retaliation. He just took a lot of damage. You know, having no shields of any kind, having no equipment of any kind, the bear is not really a tank. But you know, it worked out. He was able to slowly clear out all the nests or bone piles. Sunkeeper pretty much just stood here and used retaliation as much as possible because she kept on getting fucking curse cards while trying to kill one bone pile. But now we've cleared out all the bone piles, and we're staring down the harvester at 8 health with 3 shields. At this point, it's pretty much just a matter of time, because he'll kill himself beating against the Sunkeeper, so we don't have to do a whole lot. No, you can't do that. Do that. Damn it. That's really bad. He's got 1 health left. So he's probably just gonna die here. Alright, I guess we're just gonna be burning cards. Because I want to do Jaws of Death. No, actually, it's probably a bad idea. He doesn't get the heal because he's poisoned, but yeah. Because we want to do this. Attack 9. All he has to do is get a +1. There it be. Done. Easy, right? I never hit him with the occult dagger, actually. It's pretty funny.
Lust is a strange thing. Once it is sated, it leaves a hollow shell of a person behind. The dagger clatters to the floor as a cold, numb feeling spreads through you. The job is done, and it's time to move on, however hard that may be.
All right. Yeah, Beast Tyrant. Pretty damn good. Took 44 damage throughout that scenario. Another 2 reputation that I don't need. And retirement. Emptiness is something you never planned for. Ever since that day at the shack, you've been unable to shake that numb, hollow feeling. The love shack? Vengeance for your best friend was meant to make you feel whole again, but it's only deprived you of your motivation, your sense of self. It is time to leave Gloomhaven, you decide, and search for yourself out on the open road. You've had enough mysteries for one lifetime. Yeah, she certainly wasn't around for very long, but look, 84% win rate. That's almost respectable. Almost respectable. All right. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. That is not... That's not the class I expected from a lightning bolt. I thought it would be like... I don't know, a Zeus character or something. I don't know. Or like a really fast, like... I don't know. I have no idea what I thought. Berserkers are Inox warriors who have embraced their strength and fury. The Berserker will go to any lengths to keep her friends safe, including sacrificing her own life. Her abilities revolve around high damage output with the option of self-damage to push to even higher amounts. This makes her an extremely dangerous combatant, both to her enemies and herself. 10 starting health is tank numbers, but since she has self-damage, that's probably why. High difficulty. One of the highest damage-dealing classes. Gets even stronger on lower health. Can lead the front line and draw enemy fire. Weaknesses. Little in the way of abilities that help allies. Operating on low health can lead to premature demise. Has anger management issues. Well, it's certainly interesting. Let's take a look here. Resolute Stand is an X attack, where X is the difference between your max hit point value and current hit point value. That could be pretty insane. You gain 1 XP for every 5 damage dealt. So, say you're like level 8, if she has tank health, she could have like 26 health. I mean, if you push that to the max, you're doing a 25 value attack. Pretty good. The odds of that you pulling that off are kind of slim, but sure. Move 2, retaliate 1. Growing rage, attack X, where X is the number of cards you've burned. Move 3, if you have fewer hit points than half your max, gain an XP and perform attack 2. Attack 3 may suffer 2 damage to add attack 2 and gain an XP. Or you can suffer up to 3 damage and then move 4 plus the amount of damage you suffered. Even a move 4 on the bottom is always good. But being able to just take a damage or 2 to extend it is kind of nice. Defiance of Death, attack 3, add plus 2 and gain XP if your current hit point value is less than half your max. Okay, you can burn that to save yourself from death. From the Brink is a heal for a value of the difference between your max and current. Won't that basically always just heal yourself to full if you want? Or move 3, push 1. I like that. Blood Pact, attack 6, suffer damage equal to half of your current hit point value. Yeah, okay. Add plus 1 attack to all your attacks. Suffer 1 damage at the start of each of your turns. Oh, and that extends throughout the whole scenario, if you want. Adding plus 1 attack to everything is pretty good. Taking a damage every round, just automatically. It's like being permanently wounded, I guess. I don't know how amazing that is at level 1, because you have so little health to work with, but yeah, later on it's kind of negligible. Cauterize is a ranged attack, finally. Target 2, attack 1, and wound. Bottom, next 4 times you're healed, add +2 heal. Dazing Wound, attack 3, you may suffer 2 damage to add stun and gain an XP. It's pretty good. Move 4 on the bottom. Furious 8 is a big loot 2, or heal 3 range tree on the bottom. Bounce back, retaliate 2 on yourself, or move 3, heal 1. Unbridled Power, attack 2, stun. That's a very solid option. Burn of Fire to add +2 attack. Bottom, you may overheal to a max of 26 hit points, but your max hit point value remains the same for the purpose of all ability effects. And that extends throughout the scenario as well. Wow. I guess if you have a healer in the party that can just dump heals on you. It doesn't sound like this card ever changes. So it's only really good for the first, little while. A few levels. Because eventually your max hit points is going to get to 26. I assume. Interesting. Glass Hammer, attack X, where X is your current hit point value. Gain 1 XP for every 5 damage dealt. Reduce your current hit points to 1. Jesus. Numb the Pain, attack 3, you may suffer 2 damage to gain shield 1. Or move 3, suffer 2 damage to stun an adjacent enemy. Okay, there's a lot to consider here. Again, we sort of went into this whole thing with a bit of a skewed perspective because of the Red Guard. The Red Guard is the tankiest of the tankiest boys. Unlike practically every other class, he has the freedom and the ability to just wade into enemies and perform his role to the highest degree by being in the middle of all the enemies. That's where he wants to be generally. But as we've read, most tanks, quotation marks, are there to be on the front line, but not necessarily want to get hit constantly multiple times per turn. The goal of the tank in Gloomhaven is to make sure that your allies don't get hit. Not necessarily that you get hit. And those are two kind of different things. That's why evasion tanking can be a thing. Where as long as your allies aren't getting hit, you've done your job. And now one way to do that is just by killing everything. But you have to be able to stay alive as part of that. So we run into the question of, is the Berserker a good choice because he'll kill everything? Or is he a bad choice because we don't really have any sort of major heals to keep him afloat in order for him to continue, or her to continue, to do her kind of damage-dealing operation? Would it be better for me to go to some sort of healing support class in order to help out the bear who's going to continue to rampage? I think I already looked up. Like classes to pair with the Beast Tyrant. Let me just keep looking here. People are recommending Mind Thief. That's kind of an interesting thing. Hold on. Yeah, a lot of people recommend Sun, which, you know, I thought was okay, I guess. This person says Mind Thief, Scoundrel, or Eclipse, the Night Shroud. This person says they'd argue Lightning Bolt, the Berserker. Feels like an unstoppable combination. You just deal so much damage. All right, we can give it a try. I mean, I certainly always like Berserker kind of classes. It's interesting to me, but there's some risks inherent here. I guess we'll do Aberrant Slayer. Kill one of every type of demon. That's probably not too difficult. Alright, Reckless Offensive. You may suffer up to 3 damage. And you do an attack 4 on a number of targets equal to the damage you've suffered. So, you know, you'd have to do it. You'd have to take at least 1 damage. So an attack 4 melee against 1 target is and you take a damage. That's not great. But an attack 4 against 3 targets, taking 3 damage in the process, it could be good. The bottom, all melee attacks targeting you add +1 attack, but you get retaliate 2. It seems a little counterproductive. Break the Chains. Attack 2, range 3, target 2, pull 2. So another ranged option. And the bottom is move 3, add +2 move if you're at less than half health. Consume a fire to add 2 move on top of that and gain an XP. That could be a massive move of 7. I'm not sure, really. Maybe Reckless Offensive just for the top and its flexibility, but I guess when in doubt, let's look up a guide. All right. I love the Berserker so much the first time I played it. As soon as I retired it, I picked it right back up again. Probably my favorite class in the entire game because you have so many choices every turn. At first glance, you'll see the Berserker has a huge health pool. Oh, okay. It doesn't quite scale, I think, the same as a tank. You do get up to 26 health, but only at level 9. Once you look at the cards, however, you can see it's not going to be at full for long and likely should be just less than half health to take advantage of some of the cards. This obviously gets easier once you get to the higher level health pools. There are a couple different ways to play the class. Get to just below half health as fast as possible and stay there. Gain as much health as possible and spend on ability cards when needed. Or hybrid. Spend the early part of the game spending health, and then when you get below half, try and keep yourself there. Due to the nature of being melee and having high move and somewhat good initiative, you will likely be tanking for the party. You have a 10 card hand, and while that's mid-range, it will seem low based on your need to potentially discard cards to keep yourself alive while riding that low health line. Sounds like a tricky class to play, I gotta say. Yeah, that Resolute Stand card. He says he's done 40 plus damage to a boss before. Okay, and let's just see his hand of cards that he recommends. He doesn't take Furious Aid or Glass Hammer. Yeah, I could see that. I like Unbridled Power for just a stun on command. That seems really good. For level 2, says it's a pretty easy choice. Reckless Offensive is tempting, but just not there for him. They'll get to better multi-target damage cards later on. You have to spend 1 health just to swing on a single target. The bottom is downright awful. Yeah, I agree. He doesn't ever see himself playing that card, no matter how many Berserkers he ends up playing. Break the Chains, on the other hand, is solid and adds to the toolbox. Top is just okay. The bottom gives you another option for spending the fire you generate, potentially your second move 7 card given the right circumstances. Okay, so we're going to take Break the Chains. So that's another thing that I don't do. I don't change my hand of cards ever based on the scenario, and that's largely because I don't know what to expect. I have no real foreknowledge. I see the objective, I guess. So I see if I can see it's an escape, maybe change something to get a bit more movement, but most of the time I don't know what to expect. So his almost always bring is Resolute Stand, Strength and Agony, Defiance in Death, Defiance of Death, Cauterize, Dazing Wound, Unbridled Power, and Break the Chains. Growing Rage is a filler. From the Brink is a filler. Bounce Back, filler. Yeah. So he's got 7 core options that he pretty much always brings, and then 5 filler options. Okay, let me just grab the 7 then, and then we'll look. Resolute Stand, Strength of Agony, Defiance of Death, Cauterize, Dazing Wound, Unbridled Power, Break the Chains. So then we have Growing Rage. Attack X, where X is the number of cards you burned. Now that's generally a bad card for me because I don't burn much. I am way too safe. The bottom is decent. It could end up being a move 3 and attack 2 on the bottom, which is not bad. Possibly. From the Brink, move 3, push 1. Could be good for traps. Blood Pact. Attack 6. Taking damage equal to half your current hit point value. The bottom is, you know, iffy at this point. Attack 6 is pretty juicy. I'm not gonna lie about that. Bounce back, move 3, heal 1. I think that's a reasonable option. And Numb the Pain is flexible. Attack 3, suffer damage to gain a shield, or move 3, suffer damage to stun. Yeah, I think that's solid, but now we're going to go into level 3, of course, and we're going to go into level 4. Spiked armor. Increase the value of each of your retaliate abilities by 2 this round. Now, you could get to some pretty obscene retaliate numbers, I guess. Move to attack to all adjacent enemies. That's not a bad option right there. Fatal Fury. Kill one adjacent normal enemy whose current hit point value is less than half the difference. God, some fucking Bilbo Baggins shit. What? Current hit point value is less than half the difference between your max hit point value and current hit point value. Okay, so say your max is 20 and you're at 10. The difference is 10. Half of the difference would be 5. So then the normal enemy would have to have less than 5 HP left. But if you get a little crazier and say you have 4 hit points compared to 20, that's 16. Half of that is 8, so they'd have to have less than 8 hit points. The situation seems a little bit trickier than Jaws of Death. But I don't know. Guide says, Fatal Fury is interesting. The kill seems like it's going to be hard to get off, but once you get to the later parts of the game, you're often able to kill normal enemies at or near full health. Really, though, we choose this card for the bottom. The ability to attack, move, attack is just so good. Yeah, yeah, we know about that. Attack 2, move 1, attack 2. Yeah, that is always pretty much solid. Yeah, it's pretty much better. Okay. So now he pretty much always brings Fatal Fury. What did he snub out? From the Brink and Blood Pact both got kind of snubbed. Okay, then I guess we'll also snub Blood Pact. He no longer even mentions it as an option, so sure. All right, then level 4, because we're at wealth level 4. Flurry of Axes. You may suffer up to 4 damage. Attack X, targeting everything within range 3, where X is the amount of damage you suffered. So you could take 4 damage to do an attack 4 to everything within 3 range. With 2 players, that amount of enemies is never going to be that obscene. The bottom is just a move 5, and it's got good initiative. Shiny Distraction, loot 1, shield 1 self. The loot on the top is rare. Very rare. And it's got amazing initiative at 8. Gain advantage on all your attacks this round. All attacks targeting you gain disadvantage this round. Wow. That alone, I can't imagine he doesn't pick Shiny Distraction. But he says this is the first choice that's really, really hard. Flurry of Axes. This is the top lost card that every other lost card wishes it could be. Once you have your jump on Strength of Agony, you can just jump into the middle of the pack of enemies and lay waste to everything. If you have a party member that adds to range, that applies to this card too. Don't be afraid to use it in the first room either. Yeah, I mean, it makes compelling arguments, but Shiny Distraction, loot 1, shield 1. I love this card. About to leave one room and enter another? Don't know what's waiting for you on the other side of the door? Why don't you collect some gold, shield yourself, and then breach the next room? The initiative is the best we have and will likely let you act before anything else. The bottom is also great, assuming you don't need to move. Why wouldn't you want advantage on your attack and disadvantage of those attacking you? And fire to boot. If only I could use this bottom with the top from Flurry of Axes. I mean, can't you? He says he ended up taking Flurry of Axes, but don't worry, he'll be back for Shiny Distraction. Ultimately, I think I'm going to take Shiny Distraction, but again, I think that's just because I have 2 characters instead of like 4. I can absolutely see the value, and I imagine, based on what he said, we are going to be back for the other card. So, you know. Growing rage, bounce back, numb the pain are all filler options. Yeah, probably ditch bounce back for now. Okay, perks. We have 5 perks available to us. Holy shit. Perks. Start with removing the 2 negative ones, of course. Then both are replace some negative ones with plus ones, of course. These are no-brainers. Then ignore negative item effects, assuming you are taking chainmail or similar armor. Yeah, that's generally what happens. Then add the heal ones. Yeah, those are good. I like that plenty. Okay, then I will get to a scenario again soon, don't worry. For items, he recommends the Eagle Eye Goggles, Chainmail or better, Wing Shoes or Boots of Striding or better, the Poison Dagger, Battle Axe, Jagged Sword. It's annoying. Again, the Gloomhaven community's like obsession with keeping spoilers hidden. It's very weird, right? It's very weird because like, a video game, people talking about video game, they wouldn't care as much. So here's a guide for this class. You know, and this class is already like an unlockable class that's not revealed at the start of the game. So if you're looking at this, you're already, you know, knee deep in the game. And he's recommending items, but he doesn't say the name of them. He just says item 107 or item 117. That's great, except I don't have item numbers in the digital version, so I have no idea what the fuck he's talking about. But I guess I can also just use my own brain. So he recommends the goggles, gaining advantage on your entire attack action. Yeah. It's solid, but for me to live without the iron helmet as like a frontline character, it just seems so terrifying to me. One crit can easily be like 10 damage or something, so I'm gonna be an idiot and buy the iron helmet. Chainmail or better. Better than chainmail would possibly be I don't think chain armor is necessarily better, again, when you're considering 2 characters. There's just not as many enemies. Probably studded leather is just the better version of chainmail. Let's buy studded leather. Yeah. Hand items, no, boots, probably important. I don't know, it's hard to say. Battle axe, I absolutely see the value of. Jagged sword, you can add wound to a single attack. Nah. Meh. Poison dagger is add poison to a single attack. I think for big boss man enemies, that's very reasonable. We only have 30 gold left. If I buy the battle axe, we have 15 left. I think for now, better to buy the boots of... No, wing shoes. I'm just too big a fan of jump, and I didn't see a lot of jump on my cards. And then for a potion or 2, stamina, healing, item 49 or item 89. Okay, 49 is the sun earring, and we don't have that. Oh no, I've been spoiled. Item 89 is the minor cure potion. to remove a negative condition. I could see the value in that, actually. So let's be cheap. I'm gonna buy the cure potion and the healing potion. Okay. Iron helmet, studded leather, poison dagger, winged shoes. Unlike the Sunkeeper, we spent our money on items instead of enhancements. Even though there's definitely some unstoppable destruction. We don't have that yet. What does that card do? Holy shit. Level 6 card. If you short rest at the end of this round, gain all the benefits of a long rest. Damn. That's pretty cool. All right, so there's our Berserker. Ready to rock. Beast Tyrant got a perk. Not too many options left. May as well add some more heals, because those are nice. Almost have every perk. You're walking through the noon docks, when a well-dressed merchant flags you down. Oh my, what a fortuitous encounter, he whispers as you approach. May I buy you a drink? I have a very sensitive job for you, and I'd like to avoid the prying eyes around us. The merchant, an iron dealer named Gavin, makes a gesture toward a large group of dock workers. I can't trust anyone. Well, anyone except you, of course. Except the drink. Someone has been attacking my ships at sea, and I need to get to the bottom of it. Oh, look at that, wrecked ship. Is that another side quest? It sure is. Lurkers. All right, but we need to get back into the thick of things. So let's do gosh, it's hard to keep track of like the branches. Let's learn the meaning of Jexera's last words. She warned us about something evil coming. I think that's a fair thing to do. You are headed through a mountainous region when the ground begins to shift and shake beneath you. Taken off your guard, you fall to your knees. The tremors continue unabated and grow stronger. You hear a rumbling as rocks begin to tumble down the mountainside. Let's try to find a clearing. Oh, 2 damage right out the gate. Perfect.
As you enter the crypt, a familiar face greets you at the bottom of the stairs. He grins from ear to ear. Ah, so you have come. Again, we thank you graciously for your help in taking out that pesky necromancer. Come, let me make introductions. The hooded figure leads you through a stone door and into a large room. He points at a black, flaming rift in space. This, he says, failing to mask his giddiness, is our master, the Gloom. It wanted to thank you personally for murdering so many of our brothers and setting back our plans. Out of the rift, a group of horrendous, bloated corpses appears and shambles towards you.
A black flaming rift in space. The Gloom. Okay. Berserker, loot 5 or more gold piles during the scenario, or kill a monster by causing at least 4 more points of damage to it than necessary. Both of those are fairly likely. Let's make a concerted effort to loot, though, because that's always nice for a new character. Cause a trap to be sprung or disarmed on your turn or one of your summons. Yes.
You are worthless fodder. The figure suddenly screams in exhilaration. Did you think you could come back into our graces so easily? You're here to die. Then you can join our cause as a corpse.
just like the rest of these unworthy fools.
Okay. 5 enemies, all melee, right in the thick of things. This is gonna get spicy. Gosh. I probably want to move. Yeah, it's always tricky when you start a new character. So I could do numb the pain right out the gate, take some damage and stun an enemy, but I'm hesitant about how much damage I want to take. Chances are I actually want to go late. I want to go later than the cultists. Although if they start summoning living bones, this could get out of hand very quickly. So maybe I don't want to go that late, and I just want to pick off this little cultist to the right. Gosh, I'm not sure. I guess I'll do Dazing Wound. And maybe Strength and Agony to just do a solid hit. You know, it's got to learn all the cards and what's good. Whereas now the Beast Tyrant's like, oh yeah, we do this, we do this, we do this. It just takes time. All right. I think Ancient Ward is always a solid start with some concentrated rage. Put my bear right there. They are summoning living bones. This is about to get a little hectic. Shit. Shit. Pretty much worst case scenario, I think. In that case, I should probably stun. I don't think I should do that. I think I should go right up here. Do this, suffer the 2 damage, and stun the shit out of this guy. And poison him. Are you the first card, didn't that happen to the Sunkeeper too, or the first modifier I drew ever? Fucking miss. Oh god. Well, at least the stun goes off and he's poisoned. Alright, it just got a lot more complicated. Shiny Distraction would be good. Do I have any multi-target melee? I think I ignored all that stuff. I did. So I think our best bet then is Cauterize or Break the Chains. Break the Chains, I guess, because I have advantage when we want to do a higher hit. The Power Potion would have been really nice. Over on this side of the fence, we need to hit some stuff hard and hit some stuff fast. So definitely Disorienting Roar. Lash Out would be good if I was in a better position. In order to get into a better position and do Lash Out, though, I'd have to sacrifice the attack bonus. But honestly, that may be worth it. So maybe Lash Out, and then for a reposition, I could do Jaws of Death, but I want to do Jaws of Death with the attack bonus. So probably just Rampage or Howling Bolts. Yeah, actually, that's good. I can see that happening. Okay, no more Living Bones summons this turn. That's good. We're gonna do this. I'm gonna... Oh, yeah. I'm gonna target this thing. And, this thing. Okay. That's perfect. Look at that. Now we're gonna skip this. He's just gonna attack that for a few damage. Then we're gonna move right into the mix of things. A little painful for the bear, but that's okay. We're gonna do Lash Out. That is gonna be a solid amount of damage. Boom! No, don't come. No, don't come for me. No. I like that. I don't like that. That's not good. Okay, so I'm at 10 out of 16. I'm not at half point yet. Perhaps Fatal Fury. Actually, the top of Fatal Fury, I could kill this skeleton outright. But I think the bottom to just lay waste to this elite cultist is better. So then on the top part, probably... Unbridled Power. I do have the fire to burn, so we could do an attack 4 with a stun, which is pretty good. Unfortunately, we go kind of late. On this side of the fence, though, I need to use Rampage to position the bear next to this giant living corpse that's going to slaughter the Beast Tyrant. Or Jaws of Death. Actually, Jaws of Death probably better. So do this and go fast. Good. Yes. Perfect. Buff your attack. I'm pleased with that option. Jaws of Death. Hit this one. Crit. Move right in here. Soak up all these hits. The corpse man, he's just moving. So the skeleton is kind of more important. Oh, so close. I could do the bottom right away, because then I could do Blood Hunger. I really want the skeleton dead. Otherwise, the poor little Beast Tyrant will take a hit. You die now. Good turn, I think. Yeah, that's all well and good. Ow. Good. See? Helmet. I told you. I would have had to burn a card there. Okay, at this point, the difference is 13. So I could just Fatal Fury and kill this cultist. But I don't think that's the best way to manage things. So we're going to do the big time attack on this man. Good. Then I'm going to do a second attack on this guy. Good. Then we're going to skip that, do another attack on this guy. Nice. And potion up. You're dead. You do nothing. Okay, a little iffy. Defiance of Death is going to do a big old hit. I don't really want to take any damage that I don't have to, so just do those. Probably just Rampage to get an extra hit in. Yeah, okay. He's stunned, but this is a massive attack on this guy, and he's... no. Oh, we can have the bear do it. Yeah, we can have the bear do it. I'm gonna pick up some gold. Unfortunately, if I have the bear do it, this big man's gonna hit me, and then I have to burn a card. So that's not really ideal either. I guess we'll just have to accept another living bone. You know, it's just tough. Beast Tyrant just sitting here in this small room with all these enemies. It wasn't ideal. But killing that guy is pretty ideal. I guess if I use a stamina potion, I don't have to rest next turn, so... Sure. May as well get back Jaws of Death. It's the best card in the game. Alright, numb the pain, cauterize, ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba. Alright. Get in there. That's what we like to see. Doesn't get a whole lot better than that. And yeah, then just finish him off. Done. Then move over here to this door. Be nice to have a loot action. That would be cool. Let us long rest. And let us long rest. You stay there, bear. Get rid of, I could actually use Ancient Ward to heal him. That might be worth it. Let's use Disorienting Roar there. Get rid of, oh boy. Caught and numb the pain? I guess I could use Shiny Distraction to get another coin. And then we could do... break the chains just to get in there, and then the bear can go... Stop it. After the fact. I know I could just click over here and it's far easier instead of fucking around with that. Old habits die hard. So we want to go afterwards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, if he goes first and moves, I can't heal him. So there's that. So in that case, just getting in there. Well, he's going to get in there. It's a small, tiny room. There's not going to be a whole lot going on. So as usual, probably just Jaws of Death and clean up shop. So then the top part doesn't really matter. There you go. Loot. Shield. Door. Hello. Sun Demon and Sun Demon Elite. Seems like a nice time to Jaw of Death. More heals than I know what to do with. Pretty damn close to killing that thing in one go. Alright, well, then we just want to move in there and hit this Sun Demon, even though the bear... To be honest, the bear is probably going to handle it all. So I could start heading for the other door. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do I have a 5 move? If I take a damage... I guess, sure. He's gonna kill this elite. I mean, again, maybe he does go for the highest health target. I don't know. If he does attack this normal one, then we know that that's the truth. But I kind of doubt it. So just do Blood Hunger. Let's see. Nope. Okay, then I don't know. It could just be random. It could just be complete and utter randomness. No, just keep moving. Just keep moving. We'll be fine. Get some more gold. No iron helmet for the bear. Come on, we have enough money. Let's commission a blacksmith. All right. I guess let's get in there and maybe stun something. It's gonna be a fucking bloodbath. Yeah, I mean, we probably want to stun something, but shit. If I go first, I can heal him. That's probably good. Oh no, bear. Shit. And I should have made a fire. Yeah. I always forget that. Yeah, okay. So since I know I'm gonna miss, we'll be a little cheesy. Because this lets me then do a follow-up hit. Yeah, doesn't make much difference. He's gonna survive another turn. There you go. Heal and fire. Because if I make fire on my turn, he can use it on his turn. Or he could, theoretically, you know. Man, that's gonna be brutal. Alright. Oh god, it's gonna be... No, don't consume the fire. It'll still be there next turn. This is gonna suck. Okay, thank God. Alright, Bear, you really gotta haul ass. Alright, the difference is 10, so that's a 5 that I could do with Fatal Fury. It's not quite enough. But Defiance of Death, well, Resolute Stand, actually, that would be an attack 10. I think that's, and it's fast as shit. Then I might actually do Defiance of Death to save my life. Here, we're gonna do Howling Bolts to haul ass out of there. Alright, Resolute Stand, attack 10. Should I do it on the Elite? They have the same attack value. But no, try and kill the normal one. You've got to be fucking shitting me, man. Fucking Gloomhaven. Fucking Gloomhaven, man. Oh my god. Great. Fantastic. Well, I could just take the time to loot some gold before I die. But no, we can come up with something better. I absolutely can kill this dude with Fatal Fury. If I do that, though, I'm really only picking the 8 because it's fucking fast as hell. That's what we're doing. Short rest. Burn. I can do Howling. Yeah, Howling Bolts would let me move 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It would get him in there, but he wouldn't be able to do... Well... I guess I could do Lash Out, Howling Bolts, and then he could actually just do an attack. Yeah, I needed the 8. Night Demons are fast as shit. I don't think that really helps me. The only way that helps me is if the disadvantage would roll into a miss from the elite. Otherwise, it would have been better for me to just move so that the bear could hit the elite this turn. Oh, wait a minute. No, if I had one more health. So Fatal Fury does not work. All right. Then a restart. Don't abandon quest. Either way, the bear will be able to finish it, but... Okay. Short rest. Yep. We still need to pick this. I don't have anything that I can do based on, like, my health being so low. I can't take any damage. So we really don't have a lot of options. I guess just an attack 3. Just really lame. And I was gonna do this and this, although I don't think that actually works anymore. Realistically, if I want to be a smart player, well, no, that's a debatable statement. But realistically, I should just go here and do this. That way he gets some loot, he gets gold, and the bear can finish the scenario. I'll burn cards so he has another turn, but it doesn't really matter too much. Oh god, he's not gonna get another turn. No, he's definitely not. Not with that additional damage there. Oh well. Thank you for playing. No, that would do nothing for me. So this, then this. There were no traps in this scenario, so I'm not going to get that. But he has almost every perk anyways, so what do I care? Still drew a miss. Jesus. All right, Berserker can long rest for no reason whatsoever. And the bear can go on a little Jaws of Death rampage. Good, good, good. Damn, disadvantage slipped out that crit. That'll happen. Berserker was one turn off from being able to survive to the very end. That's alright. It's alright. And we are done. Heal yourself, bear. You've done a good job today.
You drop your weapons, exhausted. Thankfully, no more undead seem to be coming through the rift, but still its existence and the presence of this gloom is troubling. You have done well. A cold, low voice penetrates the silence. It seems to be coming from the darkness in front of you. My minions may not be able to forgive, but I can. Come to me. Step into my realm. Embrace the inevitable. The rift stands before you. You can see this through to the end, or you can turn around and leave this place. ignoring the call of the gloom.
All right. Well, thankfully, Berserker got the perk point, so that was good. And he got a bunch of gold. And he got the chest. So that was all around as probably solid as I could hope for his first scenario. Didn't get a whole lot of ability XP, but yeah. He killed one enemy. God, that is not very impressive. Beast Tyrant, 147 damage. Jesus. And we're still a long ways off from retiring the Beast Tyrant, so... The Sanctuary of Gloom. I could just go straight to it. I imagine... I don't know if that's a boss encounter or not. We're gonna go back to Gloomhaven, though, because I'm gonna end the video, and I want to do some side quests. I want to do some side quests with the Berserker to really help get a feel for it. I don't think I should have jumped into the fray like that. I don't think that's intelligent. I mean, yes, he wants to lose health, but he doesn't want to lose all of his health. Truth be told, the playstyle of the Berserker is very anti-Mangg. Like, the playstyle of the Berserker is basically... Here's a good example. If you've played, like, a Dark Souls game, and you like the red Tearstone ring, where you get an attack boost if your health is below, like, 25% or something like that, I don't remember exactly, and you're like, you love living on the edge to get all the attack boosts, that's the Berserker. That's your favorite class. But for me, who's very safe and just plodding along and like, okay, let's be very methodical here. Don't burn anything and stay healthy. Like, the Berserker is anti that. So, yeah, I may do one side quest more with the Berserker, give it another shot, and then I may create a Night Shroud, the stealthy assassin that we have here. And then I may try that for a scenario and see how I feel about the Night Shroud. And then I'll come back and we'll share notes. So the item that the Berserker unlocked is the Wand of Storms. During your turn, create air. It's pretty useless to both of these characters. And he didn't actually get it. He got the blueprint for it. So he didn't get a copy of it. You're haggling over the price of road rations with an irritating Valrath merchant when a messenger boy approaches you holding a note. I have a pressing letter from an important Valrath Sunkeeper. I was told to deliver it to you. Alright, I'll pay for the note. Fuck you, man. Fuck you, man. What was the note? Oh, I didn't even read it. I thought it was going to be like a whole thing, but there wasn't. I'm going to have to check the video. It didn't seem like there was much text there, and I just clicked through it. Because I thought there was going to be a follow-up. All right, anyways. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Maybe I'll stick with the Berserker. Maybe she'll be really good, but maybe it's just not for me. I don't know. Every class is different. My name is Mangg. Game watching has been Gloomhaven. I'll see you fine folks in the next part.